Teaching Standard 4A has been met during an athletics lesson with Year 9 girls. As the track is off-site, it's about a 10-minute walk from school, I decided the best way to effectively use my lesson time is to give students a task as we are walking over to the track. The first part of my evidence just shows the teams that I pre-arranged in mixed ability. The first name on this list is the captain of their relay team, so they're in charge of the resource, and the second person is in charge of the baton as they're walking across to the track. Students were put into these teams in the changing rooms before we left, therefore students knew exactly what they had to do as we were walking over. This is the resource that the students were given, so they had the down sweep and the up sweep that they had to try as they were walking over, and then they would be asked when we got over there why they chose the sweep that they did, and then they had to practice it as they were going over, when they got over to the track. This just shows students practicing their sweep as they are walking over. Then this just shows them when we got over to the track, then they were just practicing. They were told to encourage, because some students would get over sooner than others, so they weren't waiting around for the rest to come. They were told to practice their both sweeps and just be sure that as a team they agreed on the sweep they would use, and they were clear on exactly how to exchange the baton during the relay. So that just shows the students practicing, and then the students were asked why they chose the sweep that they did. These girls had chosen the down sweep, and then they were asked why had they tried the other one. You can see even from the discussions that they have during this video that the resource helped justify when they were being asked why they chose the sweep they did, and they knew exactly the teaching points for each sweep and why they chose the down sweep.
Which over are you using?
We're doing the down sweep like this.
Why have you chosen that one?
We find that easier, and then also you can grip it. So like that. And then yeah, so you don't drop it as well. And you get that. And then yeah, like you can go like that, like then you can shoot off running. And you don't have to like move it up. Yeah. Because say if you did it backwards.
Did you try both?
We did try both. Gemma, try it. Ready? So we do it like this. So go like that way. That's the oh yeah, sorry, like this.
So you can see here the students know from the resource that how their hand should be placed for the other sweep that they didn't choose, and therefore showing the impact of and the usefulness of having a resource for the students. So then the impact of this shows the students then, this is the students that were interviewed using the actual sweep then on their during their relay race.
I'm gonna get out of the way.
And then the last part of my evidence just shows the impact of this and how useful this was for the class to effectively use lesson time, and students knew exactly what they had to do. It was time used well, which is what they would basically just be walking over if they haven't given them a task to do, therefore showing how I have effectively used lesson time.